Happy Tuesday. It is still Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. We're going over Chapter 8, Lesson 2. This is the review at the end. Most of you turned in your notes already for Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. I just want to go over. In the online textbook, this is page 111. In the physical textbook, this is page 308. Just want to do a quick review to make sure you got all the key points in your notes. The first question says, and you can use these last review questions as a quick little assessment for yourself to see if you understood. Identifying effects. Identify one significant effect of reforms taking place in China at the end of the Shen dynasty. Again, it's the Shen dynasty. The answer is the reforms taking place in China caused a number of changes, including the rise of a powerful merchant class, the revolution of 1911, and a civil war between traditionalists and nationalist forces. So basically, China, through this revolution, was split in half, just like the American Civil War. So you have people that want to be traditional Chinese under emperor. Then you have people that want to be a nation under laws and under a system of voting in a democratic manner, which is called a republic, where you have representative government. So there's two different sides, the old school and the new school, and they're at a civil war. That's number one. Number two, analyze the telegrams between Sun Yat-sen and Yuan Shiga. Do you think Sun Yat-sen and Yuan Shiga shared the same motives for their support of the provisional government in 1911? Why or why not? Okay, this is the textbook answer. Sun Yat-sen was a genuine believer in Western reforms, which means they wanted to go with what the West was doing in the rest of Europe, like England, for example. And the person on the other side, Yu Shiga, however, used the revolution to gain power. So they were on two different sides. One wanted to do one thing and one wanted to do another. So they're opposites. Number three. This is basically talking about interactions between the Western literature and the Chinese literature. Can you find any parallels? Okay, parallels. Let's see. Chinese culture was influenced by the growing Western presence, including adopting Western literary conventions. One example of a contemporary parallel could include foods based in multiple cultures, such as Mexican-American food. Number four, comparing. As the leader of the Nationalistic Party and the revived China society, Sun Yat-sen supported the adoption of democracy. In contrast, this question is kind of like question number two. Yuan Shiga wanted to create a more traditional government. Yuan Shiga even tried to establish a new imperial dynasty. So this is the end of the dynasties. The dynasties are going out. All right, and number five says students should provide evidence to support their response. So those answers are going to be different for this part. So that is lesson 2. Basically, how did China become a nation and fall out of the imperialistic dynasty system? So Shen was the last dynasty. Okay, you've heard of the Han Dynasty, the Tang Dynasty, the Shang Dynasty, and now the Shen Dynasty. This is it. This is the last dynasty of China. And so they're going into a period of becoming a nation. Okay, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned for your next video. We'll go into Chapter 8, Lesson 3 about the rise of modern Japan. Bye-bye.